Hello and welcome to the 12th video in this series of videos showing how to restore a Triumph Herald or Vitesse. In this video I'm going to clean and paint the parts of the bonnet assembly where it would be difficult, if not impossible, to paint after the wheel arches have been fitted. Then I will fit and weld the wheel arches back to the bonnet assembly. After that I'll clean and prime the rest of the bonnet and bolt everything down to the chassis with the correct panel gaps. I'm not going to show all the blasting because the blasting will probably ruin my camera lens. I'm only going to blast the worst part, as the blasting process will distort the panel, therefore most of it I will clean by hand. Now all the worst parts have been blasted, I'm cleaning the rest by hand, ready for etch priming. Then I will prime with zinc primer before fitting the wheel arches back into position. I think it is best to apply some top coat to the areas which would be impossible to paint after assembly, before fitting the wheel arches back into position. Now you're probably thinking, how is he going to weld that with all that paint on it? Well, I'll show you that when we get to it. After painting, punch the holes for the plug welding. Clamp the wheel arches in position ready for welding. Then get yourself a drill bit with the same diameter as the plug welding hole. Grind the cutting edge of the drill bit flat as shown here. Then drill through the plug weld holes as shown, just enough to remove the paint. Then you will be able to weld without any problem whatsoever. After plug welding, grind all the welds nice and smooth, then it should look as though it's been spot welded in the factory as seen here. These holes will be filled in with weld and ground smooth, as this bonnet is from a Mark I Vitesse and are not needed in this Mark II Vitesse. Now I can clean and prime the rest of the bonnet and bolt it down to the chassis. Bolting it down to the chassis and getting all the correct panel gaps is a long, boring, tedious, frustrating job which involves a lot of patience, trial and error, forward thinking and lots of determination, but you will get it right in the end. Also, I can tell you, you may have problems aligning the doors properly. This will be because the new reproduction door panels that you get these days are not accurate enough. And as a last resort, you may even find you will be grinding material off the edge of the door or welding extra material on the edge of the door just to get them to fit accurate enough with the correct panel gaps. There are videos on YouTube showing and explaining how to do this. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can watch the whole series of this Vitesse being restored from something like this to something like this. In the next video on this Vitesse, I'll be doing the last of the welding on the rear body tub and the painting to the final colour. See you then. If you would like to see this Vitesse being fully restored with lots of detail from this to this, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel.